So continuing with unit 3 for ninth class, that is atoms and molecules, let us define Avogadro's number. It is represented by n naught. Avogadro number, it is a constant. It represents the number of particles in 1 mole of a substance. So answer is, it represents the number of particles in 1 mole of a substance. It is represented by n naught. It has value 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. So this is Avogadro number. This was our question number 4 from the previous lecture. Then we doing question number 5. Discuss or define mole. Discuss different methods of expressing mole. So what is mole? Mole is a unit which is used to deal with small sized atoms, ions and molecules. Since atoms, ions and molecules, they are too small to be seen with the naked eyes, they are too light to be weighed, and they are too small to be experimented with single particle. Therefore, scientists decided to introduce some big concept which should deal with the particles in bulk. That concept was that unit was mole. So mole, it is a unit used to express number of particles, express the different chemical species. There are 3 ways of expressing mole. First is the particle concept. According to this concept, 1 mole of any substance will contain 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 particles. They may be atom, they may be ion, as the case may be. The number does not change, but these species, they can change. So 1 mole of any substance is equal to Avogadro's number, 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 particles. They may be atoms, in case of elements they are ions or formula units. In case of salts, and they may be molecules in case of the compounds. So 1 mole of any substance similar to 1 dozen of things, it means the 12 things. Similarly, if we talk about 1 mole in terms of chemistry, that will contain 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 particle, as the case may be. They may be atom, they may be molecule, they may be ions. So in case of the element, these number belongs to atoms. In case of the molecule, it belongs to molecules. And in case of the ionic substances, it belongs to formula unit. Number will not change, but the species, the name of the species, that will change. Then we have the second concept of mole, that is called as weight concept of mole. So 1 mole of any substance, for element it is equal to gram atomic mass, and for the elements it is equal to gram atomic mass. For molecules, it is equal to gram molecular mass. For ionic compounds, it is gram formula mass. So 1 mole of any substance is equal to its gram atomic mass if we are dealing with the elements. It is equal to gram molecular mass if we are dealing with the molecules, and is equal to gram formula mass if we are dealing with the ionic substances. This is weight concept. Then we have the third concept, that is volume concept. This concept is applicable only in case of gases. 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume at NTP. So 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liter of volume at NTP. So 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters at NTP or STP, normal temperature and pressure or standard temperature and pressure. So 1 mole of any gas of the universe that will occupy 22.4 liters of volume at NTP, normal temperature, that is 273 Kelvin, and pressure of 1 atmosphere. This volume will never change. Whatever may be the nature of the gas, 1 mole will definitely occupy 22.4 liters of volume. Now, what is the relationship between these three concepts? So, we are taking relationship. For this, we have to choose a 1 mole of gas. We take 1 mole of CO2. It is equal to the particle concept if we are dealing. It contains 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. What is this? This is molecules. So molecules will be this number. Then in case of weight, it will be equal to 12 plus 32. It is 44 gram. And in terms of volume, if we talk, it will be equal to 22.4 liters of volume. It means 1 mole of CO2, 1 mole of CO2, that is equal to 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules of CO2, that is equal to 44 gram and 22.4 liters of volume at NTP. So this is 1 mole of CO2. Now, on the basis of this concept, we can solve different problems. Suppose you are given 10 moles and you are asked to calculate number of molecules in it. Suppose you are given 10 particles, you are asked to calculate the weight of 10 particles. Suppose you are given 2.2 liter of this, you are asked to calculate the weight in this case. So we have got three problems up to now. And the first problem is calculate number of particles in 10 moles. So we'll be following unitary method. 1 mole contains carbon dioxide molecule 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. 10 mole will contain, it will be equal to 6.023 10 raised to power 24. Similarly, we got a problem, how much weight will be possessed by 10 particles. So you will be saying the second problem is 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules of CO2 that weigh 44 gram. One molecule will weigh 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23, and we are having the 10 particles they will weigh. So this is the number of particles. Then we have third problem. How much weight is possessed by 2.2 liters? So third problem we can say 22.4 liter of CO2, that is equal to 44 gram. 1 will be equal to how much upon 22.4, and 2.2 liter will be weighed. So this will be the calculation, this will be the result of these problems. So in this manner we can solve the different problems on the basis of mole concept. Now we take the applications of mole concept. We have seen the three applications in the numerical form. Now we see the different applications. We can calculate weight of one atom, we can calculate weight of one molecule. So applications of mole concept. Number one, weight of one atom. If you have to calculate that of any element, it will be equal to gram atomic mass of that element divided by Avogadro number. Similarly, we can calculate weight of one molecule. That can be calculated by gram molecular mass upon Avogadro number. This is Third application, volume of one molecule of gas that can be calculated by gram molecular volume, that is GMV, divided by Avogadro number. Then we can calculate number of moles of the substance. This is given weight in grams upon, as the case may be, gram atomic mass in case of element, gram formula mass in case of ionic compound, or gram molecular mass in case of the molecular substances. So we can calculate these four calculations. They are based upon the mole concept. Now you are defining the what is molar volume. Molar volume is 22.4 liter. The volume occupied by 1 mole of a gas at NTP is called as gram molar volume, or it is called as molar volume. Now we will be writing the symbols of some of the positive ions. Let us write symbols of. Question is, write symbols of few unipositive, dipositive, and tripositive cations. Cations means they are having positive charge, unipositive ions. Hydrogen first group element, linac, rufus, halinak, rufus fur. Along with that we have polyatomic cation. This is ammonium ion. They all have the positive charge, silver. Then we have positive ions. They are zinc 2 positive, iron 2 positive, copper 2 positive, cadmium 2 positive, nickel 2 positive, cobalt 2 positive, manganese 2 positive, nickel हो गया, barium 2 positive, strontium 2 positive, calcium 2 positive, magnesium 2 positive. These are all bipositive ions. Then we have tripositive ion, aluminium tripositive, iron tripositive. We have number of other ions which will be present in the tripositive form. So we have the number of ions in the tripositive form. We are having here 2 ions in the tripositive ions. Then we have the next tetrapositive ion, tripositive. Chromium is also tripositive. Gold is tripositive. Similarly, the metals of the transition group, the D block element, they can form tripositive ions. Cadmium can form tripositive ion. Yttrium can form. Zirconium can form. So molybdenum can form. So these are tripositive ions. Then we'll be dealing with the next tetrapositive ion. Cations. They are tin 4 positive, platinum 4 positive, lead 4 positive, carbon 4 positive. So these are the tetrapositive ions which are found in the different salts. Mn4 positive, these are tetrapositive ions. Then we will be doing the uninegative ions. हाइड्राइड फकलबरी याद रखें, फकलबरी 4 हेलोजन आते हैं इसमें. हाइड्रोक्साइड आयन, साइनाइड आयन, सल्फोसाइनाइड आयन, these are all negatively charged ion. They have the single negative charge. Then we have some polyatomic ions which are having the negative charge, AlO2 negative. These are polyatomic ions, ClO negative, Bro negative. These are the species which are having 2 atoms and our negative charge is there. We have HCO3 negative, bicarbonate ion. We have HSO3 negative. We have HS negative. So these are our mono-negative ions. So after mono-negative ions, we have the next the bi-negative ions. They are carbonate, bi-negative ions. They are carbonate ion, sulfate ion, sulfite ion, sulfide ion. These are the bicarbonate ions. Then we have the next tri negative ions, PO4 3 negative. It is having tri-negative charge. Phosphate ion, phosphite ion is also having 3 negative charge. PO4, PO3 3 negative, PO4 3 negative. Nitride ion is having 3 negative charge. Phosphide ion having 3 negative charge. ASO3 3 negative. And we have FeCN6 3 negative, borate ion. FeCN6 3 negative ion. So these are the negative ions. Bi-negative, tri-negative ions. These are the negative ions. After this, we'll be doing the writing the atomic masses of some of the elements. They are to be kept in the mind during the study of this chapter, because sometimes the problems are asked and you are asked to calculate mass of particular species, particular number of molecules. Then you must know the atomic masses to calculate the molecular mass of that particular species. Only then we can go for the problem solving. Then we have the atomic masses of some of the elements. Like, let us write some of the symbols. Atomic masses. Question is, write atomic masses of some elements. We have hydrogen atomic mass 1, helium atomic mass 4, then we have lithium atomic mass 7, beryllium atomic mass is 8, 9, boron is having atomic mass 11, carbon is having 12, nitrogen having 14, oxygen is having 16, chlorine is having 18, neon is having 20. So these are the atomic masses of different species. Then we have aluminium. Aluminium has the atomic mass of 27. We have the silver, atomic mass is 108 here. Then we have argon, atomic mass is 40. Then we have beryllium, atomic mass is 9. And after beryllium, we are having the next boron, atomic mass is 11. Then we have the next lead, atomic mass is 208. After lead, we are having the neon, atomic mass is 20. The mass of argon is 40, atomic mass is argon 40. Magnesium 24. Iron 56. Then we have the nitrogen, we have done that. Mercury is 201. So these are the atomic masses of some of the elements, because they are used in the calculation purposes. Then we have copper 63.5. Then we have fluorine, atomic mass is 19. That of fluorine, it is 19. Then we have iodine, atomic mass is 127. And then we have iron 56, potassium 39. Silicon, it is 28. Then we have silver, we have already done that. Sodium, it is 23. Sulfur, it is 32. Then we have zinc 65. So now we come to the molecular masses of the some of the molecules like ammonia, carbon dioxide, water. Molecular masses. That is, ammonia is 17 gram. Water is 18 gram. Sugar 342 gram. C12H22O11. How to calculate? 1 carbon base 12, 12 into 12 plus hydrogen base 1, 1 into 22 plus oxygen 1 atom base 16 into 11. You will add these two, you will be getting 342 gram. glucose, formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Then molecular mass is 180 in this case. Then we have carbon dioxide molecular mass, we have already seen, that is 44 gram in this case. Similarly, you have the HNO3 molecular mass will be 48 plus 14, you will have 62, 63. HCl it is 36.5, H2SO4 it is 98 gram. So these are the molecular masses of some of the substances. So if you know the atomic masses of various substances, you can easily calculate the atomic mass of the molecular substance. For example, we are having CH4. You know the atomic mass of carbon, it is 12, hydrogen is 1, multiply by 4. So 12 plus 4, 16 will be the molecular mass of methane. Similarly, you come for benzene, C6H6. It is 12 into 6, it is 72 plus 6, 78 will be the mass of benzene. Then we have the sulfuric acid, we have urea. Urea is having formula NH2CONH2 urea, its molecular mass will be 60. Then we have vinegar, acetic acid, its molecular mass is 60. Then we have ethyl alcohol used in beverages, its molecular mass is 46. Once you know the atomic masses of the different species, you are able to calculate the molecular masses of the different molecules from that calculation. If you have ammonium sulfate, its molecular mass is 132, NH4 twice SO4. So it comes by when you add the atomic masses of the various species which are present in the molecule of a compound. Then we have phosphine gas. It weighs, your phosphine is 34 in this case. We come to ammonia, it is 17. So in this manner we can calculate the molecular masses of different species, and this will help us in the calculation of molecular masses. Then we have some salts. For example, we have NaCl, molecular mass is 58.5. Then we have KCl, 39 plus 30, it will be 74.5. So you have to add the atomic masses. Cl atomic mass is 35.5. It is the average of the isotopic mass. We took this mass. So this is regarding the atomic masses, molecular masses, and your formula masses of the different compounds. Then we come to the numerical problem, the applications of the mole concept, and that will help us to solve the numerical problems. We have done already few problems of the mole concept, and we can do further problems, 2-3 more problems on mole concept. So we are having a question on mole concept. Number 1 is calculate the weight of 100 molecules of H2 gas. So for this type of problem, you first of all write 1 mole of H2 gas. Then 1 mole comes, the molecule is 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules. And their weight, add the weights of these two hydrogen, 1 plus 1, it is 2 gram. So you will be now following unitary method, that this much molecules of H2 weigh, that is 2 gram. 1 will weigh how much? 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. And now you have to go for how many molecules you are having? 100 molecules multiplied by 100. So by this way you can calculate the numerical problem. Then we have question number 2. Calculate number of molecules in 11.2 liters of oxygen gas. Again, to solve the problem, you write 1 mole of O2. It has 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules of O2, and molecules and volume is 22.4 liters, that of 1 mole. Now you will be following unitary method. 22.4 liters of O2 has molecules 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. Then 11.2 will have, so you will be having 22.4 liter, here you will be having 11.2, you will be getting 2, it is 3.0115. So this will be the molecule 3.00115 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules of O2 and 11.2 liters. Then we have to calculate number of moles of carbon in a diamond weighing 10 gram, or we can say 120 gram. Then we will saying that 1 mole of CO, 1 mole of C, that is equal to 12 gram. So following uni method, 12 gram is equal to 1 mole. 120 gram will be equal to upon 12 120. This will be equal to 10 moles. So this is the way how to go for the numerical problems on mole concept. So this is all about our this lecture now of the atoms and molecules, unit number 3 of 9th class. Tomorrow we'll take some other topics of this unit. Thank you.